What's your story? Tell your story. A lot of you in here are medical doctors that started off conventional medicine like me, and now you found holistic health. Now you found integrative medicine. If you don't tell your story, you're not going to change the world. You don't tell the story, no one's going to hear it. You don't tell the story, you're not going to fill your practice with the people that you want in your practice. You're not going to change your community. The other side will never stop. Merck Pharmaceuticals, their revenue is over $60 billion per year. They will never stop. Neither will the others. They will not go down without a fight. They own the government. You all know this. Tell your story, share it with the world, and tell them that there's a better way. So we speak kind of all over. You know, we spoke at Truth About Cancer twice. We were just invited to speak at Truth About Cancer again. So it's not, there's really some amazing things that are going on. Here in Houston, actually, Houston Methodist had an integrative symposium I spoke at. We had a huge event, Natural Heart Expo, on the bottom there. That was my event that I did. I brought in some speakers from all over. We had, I think, close to 400 people in that audience, paid attendance, to hear myself and the other speakers, paleo effects, just fantastic stuff. And if you're not a public speaker, I'm not a public speaker. I just got up there one day and just started doing it, and the audience started growing and growing and growing. When you're passionate and when you know your information, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about uhs and ums and does. Who cares? Get your message out there across. And the more you do it like that, the more authentic you are, the more believable you are. But you will get better at it. You will become better. There's my book, The Paleocardiologist, The Natural Way to Heart Health. 17 chapters, 300 references, Amazon bestseller. Now, it's not New York Times bestseller, but it was Amazon bestseller. I found the category that I could hit. My book averages between 10 and 15,000 on Amazon on a weekly basis. I've sold tens of thousands of copies. I've had a lot of doctors buy it for their patients, give them away as patients, sell it to their patients. Started off with a chapter on cholesterol, about how important cholesterol is, and I did a presentation last night on that as well. I basically say this is the outline for natural, the natural way to total body health. This is the way we stay healthy. 300 references in there, so if you say Wolfson was a great cardiologist who became the crazy cardiologist, I've got 300 references. So if you're insulting me, you're insulting the people that wrote the original literature. And if you have not done a book, I encourage you to do a book. People ask me, when did I find the time to write a book? And I say, typically while I was sleeping or when I was driving to work. That's when I did the book. It's hard to carve out the time for all these things, and believe me, I get it. What J. Mack was saying about all these different things up on the screen that we should all be doing, and then you walk out of a mastermind like this, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm not doing any of that shit." Oh my God. Well, I would certainly say start small, start a few places, but once you get that book under your belt, and whether you self-publish it, or I publish with Morgan James Publishing, or you get some big box publisher, whatever, just getting that stuff out there, but just get onto that computer and just start typing away and banging away and just find the time to do it. Find the time to do it. But you are best, once again, when you carve out significant amount of time, hours to do so. A book that I read is called Deep Work by Cal Newport. And it's a newer book. I didn't read it at the time of this book, but it's all about getting into that deep workspace where there's no other distractions, no cell phones, no emails, nobody coming in. You shut your office door or you go somewhere where you will not be disturbed so you can dive in and get stuff done. He even tells the story on there that I was telling last night to some people where he knew of someone who, in order to get work done, would buy himself a round-trip ticket from the United States to Tokyo, And then he would get off the plane, they would clean the plane, and he would get back on the plane and fly back to the US just to get undisturbed work done. I don't recommend that. That's massive radiation and the chemicals on a plane. I never recommend that. That's a horrible idea, but you get the point, right?